Hey y'all, it's Yo Mama. This video is going to serve a couple of purposes. I have some single slimes that are going to be in my bargain bin when I reopen my shop. And the bargain bin is $4 or $5 for 8 ounces. And it's just slimes that didn't sell in previous restocks. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. They're just sitting here and they need some, they need some love from a new owner. So I'm going to show you some of those. And then I'm going to show you my brand new stuff for the restock. So that's what this video is all about. So let's start with this guy. Now some of these haven't been open in a while, so they are going to be a little bit sticky. I will definitely reactivate them before I put them in the mail. I always do that with my slimes. This is a really nice sort of iridescent purple sort of random foam that we are going to reactivate. You can see how delightful it is. And anytime your slimes are sticky like this, don't panic. Part of it is it needs activator, and part of it is it just needs to be played with a little bit. You can get rid of a lot of stickiness if you just put activator on your hands to keep it from sticking to you. And it's already sort of changing. It's still a little sticky, and I am going to add activator, but don't get panicked. If slimes that you have come out of the container just a little bit sticky, play with them as much as you can before you douse them in activator, because, well, some people really don't like sticky. I totally get it. You can easily overactivate slimes, and they'll calm down after a few days, but you might not be able to play with them, or you might be tricked into thinking they're ruined. They're not ruined. Pretty much every sticky slime within reason can be revived again. And pretty much every overactivated slime can just take a break, take a little rest, and we'll get back to normal. So here's this one. This one will be in my bargain bin. It doesn't have a name. If you want to leave me comments below, it's just, purple, greenish, sort of a funny base color. But man, does it got crunch. Some really nice glitter and stuff. Yeah, you can see. Okay, so that is bargain bin slime number 1. And what I'm showing you is what there is. So it's not like I have 8 of these. It's just these individual slimes. This one I can't believe never sold, because it was super popular when I first stocked it. This is my birthday cake foam. Uh-oh. Maybe this one isn't going into the restock. I may have overactivated this one. We're going to see if it comes back to life. This one, what I can do, so don't be discouraged. What I might just do is add a little bit more clear slime. Yeah, this one turned a little bit stiff. It's actually a fun texture to play with. So what I'll do to get this one back to fighting shape, as they say, if you have a slime that gets hard like this, again, don't panic. What I'm going to do, the first thing is add a little bit, just a few drops of hot water to see if that'll make it relax. If it doesn't, I'm going to make a tiny bit of clear slime and add that just to balance out the texture a little bit. But I am not going to panic. That is the rule of slime making. Don't panic. You can fix almost anything. So, believe it or not, and I'll show it to you again before it goes in my shop, but believe it or not, that's going to get sold if I can fix it, because why the heck not? I should have brought something to clean up with, though. So I don't want microbeads in everything. Okay, here's another one. This one smells amazing. It's a strawberry slushy. And it's got a few microbeads. Actually, that's why I'm going to clean up those microbeads. This one is likely to be a little sticky. Just going to see. It's going to need a little activator, but it's actually not bad. I think people get freaked out by sticky slime. They touch it the first time and they're like, oh, it's sticky. And they go dousing it with activator, and then it's a little bit hard to fix, but So definitely sticky. Definitely needs a touch of activator. So what I'm going to do is try to get it all into my hand here. Grab my activator. Just not that much. Fold it in on itself and it'll start to release. There we go. Maybe a tiny bit more, but that's the other thing. Once you add activator, work it through for longer than you think, because activator sometimes takes a while to show you that it's working. It needs to get worked through all the slime, not just the slime on the surface. So a lot of times you'll add some and it kind of makes it better, but it's not better fast enough. And then you add more and suddenly you've got a rock hard slime in your hand and you don't know what happened. So again, patience will pay off. Okay, so now that this is in a better shape, I'm gonna grab, whoops. I'm gonna grab this other sticky stuff from the lid and try to incorporate that. This smells so nice, y'all. I don't know if you like strawberry scent, but I sure do. So again, maybe another tiny, tiny bit. I mean, you can barely see it in my hand. It's just like 10 drops or something. So be ginger with your activating. I love that sound. That's such a pretty color. So there's one of these in my shop as well. This one revived beautifully. And what I am going to do is grab some of these micro slime beads off the surface, since they're already in here. Get my surface cleaned up. Okay, so that one's strawberry something. Strawberry slush. Let's check out this one. Now this is my best seller. This is Rainbow Marshmallow Fluff. And again, sometimes even the best sellers, just there's one that gets left behind. So if you've been waiting for it to go on sale, man, this is it's your lucky day if you can snatch it. There will be this one. Oh my goodness. No activator needed. Who's a proud slime mama? Yo mama is a proud slime mama. Look at that. That's still in excellent shape. I'm really proud. This is from this was from a batch that I made before I closed my shop in June. So if that's not a good commercial for my Rainbow Marshmallow Fluff, I don't know what is. Oh, I love this slime so much. So what I think I'm going to do, because of the time, I'm going to finish showing you these bargain bin slimes, and then I'll start a new video for my brand new restock. How about that? Because uploading will take forever. So yeah, there's one of these. Get it. So next what I'll do is I'll show you my two wild berry bubblegum slimes. So this is the original wild berry bubblegum that has beautiful beads and a really clicky glossy base. Ooh, this one has melted because it's sitting next to the window. So this one I will add quite a bit of activator to, because I can tell just by the texture it is gonna need it. But again, even if a slime is turned to soup, what are we not gonna do? We're not gonna panic. It's one of the things I actually really love about slime is that we don't have to panic and we can recover almost anything. Now admit it, if you got a slime like this, you might be tempted to say, well, that's ruined. And I'm here to tell you, if you're willing to be patient, which we could all practice that a little bit, right? If you're willing to be patient, you can recover pretty much anything. That's my theme for this. This is really about slime recovery. Slime acceptance and recovery. So how much should I, like 2 squirts, right? And it's still a little bit sticky, but it's definitely starting to hold its shape again. What you want to do when it's at this state about here, so I'm going to put some on both my hands and really get it worked through. And like I said before, I definitely check on every slime before, before I package it up for the mail. And what I'll do is what you're seeing right now. If it's been sitting for any length of time, you know, in the heat, it's likely to have melted a little bit. So I check every single one, and if it's a slime like this in particular, I will actually over-activate it. I'm going to add, and I'll do that right now so you can see. So hopefully somebody will buy this one. I'm going to actually add too much activator to the point where it's kind of rubbery and not that stretchy, knowing full well that after sitting in the mail in the hot summer sun for at least 2 or 3 days, that it's going to relax and arrive in a really good shape. And here's another tip. Somebody mentioned this. I think it was, oh, I don't want to give credit in the wrong place, but I've certainly lots of people have said this. But I think most recently it was Scented Slimes by Amy said that when you get your package, because it's summertime and because slimes do melt, to even before you open your package, throw it in the fridge for like 15 minutes just to give it a chance to return to its best state. And then definitely, I recommend this to anybody who buys slimes ever. Always have activator on hand, or at least make activator before you open your slimes. It's hard sometimes, you get excited and you want to open your slimes right away, but you definitely don't want to stick your hands into something sticky and then not have a way to get yourself out of it. So as you've seen, this has taken a couple of minutes, but we are back to a fabulous, oh, I love this slime for the pops. It also, to me, smells like grape bubble gum. So I've still got a couple of these in my shop that will reopen on July 4th. If you missed that before, that is when it will be opening, and I am covered. One thing I don't have with me that I normally do is just like a little piece of paper towel to wipe my hands on. So what I did with some of the wild berry bubble gum, because it was one of the things that sort of got left in my shop and wasn't a great seller for whatever reason, is I added Daiso clay to a few of them. So you can also, I think maybe just 2. You can also get this exact same slime turned into a butter slime. This is probably a little bit sticky as well. But again, I'm going to try it without activator just to see, once I work through it, what the real texture is. The real texture is so soft. Oh my goodness. Daiso is amazing. I'm going to add just a bit so that when you order it from my shop, which I hope you will in a few days, it'll be very well activated and arrive in the best shape I can possibly get it to you. So this is the exact same scent. It's the exact same slime. It's got all those beads and glitters in it. It's just soft. Oh my goodness, like a butter slime because it's got Daiso clay in it. So that's the wild berry butter. Got 2 more to show you. And again, this is a little bit of an experiment for me to see how my slimes age, because some of these were from my very first restock in April. And the thing is, I know you've seen those videos, different accounts saying if you take really good care of your slimes, they will last a long time, or you've seen people playing with year-old slimes. That is not a joke. That is so for real. You just have to, whoop, that one melted. You just have to take care of them. So, adding activator to Big Bird, and this one will also, like all the others, be in my bargain bin on my shop. It's just a section of my shop called bargain bin. That's what I decided to call it, which is, you know, like I said, says nothing about the quality of the slimes, just that they didn't sell. People bought other things during that restock more, and we still love you, Big Bird. And again, this one gets a little melted. Often the white glue slimes, well, no, I shouldn't say that. All slime is certainly capable of melting. And it depends on what's in it. Sometimes if it's, you know, a full floam, you might be able to recover it. Oh, Lord. Yes, I just did that. Womp womp. And what I would say is you can't be afraid to let your hands be dirty when you're playing with slime, certainly when you're reactivating slime. you know, don't be so freaked out by a little bit of slime sticking to you. I'm sure you've noticed that there's slime sticking to my hand. Don't panic. It's the theme for the day. Don't panic, because it will come back off. So we have actually almost overactivated this, I can tell, because it doesn't want to stretch too much. But again, once it gets to you, oops, excuse me, camera. So when you add activator, you might notice that a slime that was sort of smooth before is actually kind of lost its shine, and it gets a little bit, it's got these threads in it. Again, don't panic. Those threads is just the activator working on the glue, and it will all calm down. All will be well. You can always come back to the lid and the container, and you can really get them completely cleared out and get all the slime once you've activated a little bit. So here we are again. This one has amazing pops, and it smells like pina colada, which I love. If you don't know, pina colada is a combination of pineapple and coconut. It smells like summer. It smells so good. So even if you don't love Big Bird, which, you know, that's your prerogative, the slime is fabulous. And I think I've got 3 or 4 of these left in my shop. So that's that. And my very last one to show you is watermelon butter. And this one really hasn't been opened in a while, so we're going to see how it's faring. Great. Ooh, there's the watermelon smell. It's separated out just a little bit. The glue's gone to the bottom, which is understandable because it's been sitting there, but you can see the glitter in it. Oh, that smell. This really looks and feels like watermelon bubblegum. I should just call it watermelon bubblegum. And grab all the bits from the lid. You could add a little bit of activator to this, but honestly, it's in great shape. Oh, it smells, you guys. It smells so good. And, you know, okay, fine. I will put activator on my hands. I heard you think it. I was like, Laura, if I can't spread my butter slime, what is the point? All right. So just a tiny bit of activator, and we are fully functioning butter slime. So I think I have 2, maybe 3 of these. So just, you know, 1 to 5 of each of these are in my shop that will reopen on July 5th. And they are going to be like $4 or $5 each, depending on how much it costs to make them. So get yourself some bargain basement slimes if you're on a budget. They are still just as good. Thank you guys, and I'm gonna start a new video in just a little bit where we will check out my brand new slimes for this restock. Thanks for hanging out. See you later.